So now what we're going to do is go over words that are called homophones or homonyms. So here we go. Those are tricky words themselves, right? Homophones and homonyms. So these mean words that sound the same but have different meanings. So they can either be spelled the same way or spelled differently. So I'm going to pull up some examples. And these are very hard, especially when you're listening, right? When you're listening to words, because they sound the exact same, but they have completely different meanings. So some examples of these, right, are like this one, 8 and 8. So, for example, Caesar, do you know the difference between these two words?
Well, 8 is the past of the verb eat, and 8 is the number, I think.
It's a number, exactly. Good, right? But they sound exactly the same, right? The pronunciation is the exact same. 8 and 8. Good, okay. So what about you, Anatoly? Do you know the difference between these two words?
I know the second aunt, it is a person, a relative. And the first one, I'm not sure.
So ant without the U is a little bug, right? A little black bug, an ant. Right? So they come to picnics, and they're very small. And then aunt or aunt, they're both pronunciations are right. Right means the sister of your dad or the sister of your mother. Exactly, your relative. Good. Okay. And then what about you, Sarah? What about these ones? Do you know the difference between no and no?
Yes. I think no is a negation. No is a verb.
Exactly. What does it mean to know?
When you know something, when another synonym, I don't know another synonymous.
Wait, I think you know what it means right there. Yeah, exactly. No, when you know someone, when you meet someone for the first time, when you're familiar with them. Exactly. Good. Okay. Okay, so back to you, Caesar. Do you know the difference between a whole and if something is whole?
A whole? Well, that's a noun, right? I don't know how to describe it.
H-O-L-E is a noun. Do you know what it means?
Whole is like a kind of circle.
Like an open space in the ground. Right. A hole in the ground. means that there's someone dug a hole. Exactly. Good. And then what about the other one? What about
it means, I think, in general, everything.
Exactly. So you can talk about parts and wholes, right? So parts and wholes are antonyms, right? Yeah. So you can take a part, or if you want to talk about the whole thing, or if you want to talk about the whole world, exactly. It means everything. Awesome. Good job. Okay. So now back to you, Anatoly. What about by and by? See the difference between these two words?
By, it is a preposition. Usually we use it in passive form. And by is a verb related to selling, buying things.
Exactly. Perfect. Yep. So by, we can say like the book was written by the author. And then by is when we go purchase something at a store. Perfect. Good. Okay. So back to you, Sarah. Do you know the difference between these three versions of the word to?
Yeah. The first is a preposition. For example, I go to the church. The second one is a number. 2 apples, for example.
Exactly.
And the third word is an adverb. For example, it is too enough. No, it's too cold here.
Exactly, right? Too much, right? Or you could also use it as like, I like cats too, right? Like as well. Exactly. Good. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to do a few more and then we're going to do an exercise. Okay. So back to you, Caesar. Do you know the difference between one and one?
Indeed. One is the number and the other one is the past of the verb when.
Exactly. Perfect. Good. Okay. And then what about you, Anatoly? What about where and where?
Where it is a verb. We can wear our clothes and where it is we use it in the question when we question it, questioning about something.
Exactly, perfect. Where is a question word asking about location, and then where is a verb we use when we're talking about clothes. Perfect, good. Okay. And then back to you, Sara. What about hair and hair? This is a little bit trickier. Do you know the difference between these two?
Hair, the first one means is a part of a human body.
Exactly.
So you have hair on your head.
Exactly, perfect.
And hair, I'm sorry, but I don't know what is the meaning.
No worries. That's why I said it's a hard one. Hair spelled like that means rabbit, like a bunny. It's a different word for an animal. Hair.
Okay. Thank you. Sure.
It's not very common, so don't worry. Okay. And then the next one. Okay, so your and your. What about you, Caesar? Do you know the difference between these two?
Well, the first one is the possessive adjective, I think.
Exactly. So if you own something, exactly. So if it's your hair on your body, right, or your car, exactly.
And the other is the contraction between the subject and the verb to be, your.
You are,
You are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good. Okay. Awesome. Okay. And Anatoly, what about these three versions of there? There, there, and there. What's the difference?
Yes. There they use it in construction, like there is a table, for example, there is a computer. And
Okay, right.
there it is related with something which belong to somebody.
Exactly.
Usually
So plural,
in
exactly. Plural
plural,
possessive.
plural
Good.
possessive, yes. And there it is two words. They, it is pronounced.
A pronoun. Good.
Pronoun, and are, it is auxiliary verb.
Perfect. Awesome. Good job. And then the last one, we've got our and our. Oh, and we have a new student. Welcome to class, Kevin. Kevin, can you hear and see okay? Kevin? Welcome. Nope. Can you hear and see everyone okay? Kevin? Okay, well, we'll see. Okay, he just left. Okay, so we got one more, and then we're going to do an exercise together and see if we can guess. So the last one, I think it was Sara's turn. Do you know the difference between our and our?
Our, it is an adjective pronoun, and our, it's the time.
Exactly. Perfect. Awesome. Good. Okay, so do you guys have any questions so far about any of the different homonyms we've gone over? Any questions? Any doubts? Anything you're not sure about?
No.
Nope. No, what about you, Sara? Any questions?
No, teacher, thank you.
No? Okay. What about you, Caesar? Any questions?
Not really. I think that's fine.
Okay, so now we're going to look at a worksheet, and we're going to do this one together. We're going to pick between, we're going to read a sentence, and there's going to be a word missing, and we're going to pick which homonym makes the most sense. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to pull that up. So here we go. This one. Okay, homophones. So, Caesar, could you read number one?
Okay. We usually go to bed at 8. The second one.
The second one, exactly. Good. 8. Perfect. Okay. Sara, could you read the number 2?
My aunt let us stay up late last night. The second one.
Aunt. Good. A-U-N-T. Okay. Anatoly, could you read number 3?
We ate strawberries with chocolate sauce.
Good.
The first one.
The first one. Good. 18. Good. Okay. And then back to you, Caesar, number 4.
I have no lunch today. The first one.
The first one. Good. No lunch. Okay. Sarah, could you read number 5?
Yes, there is a hole in my jeans. The first one.
The first one. Hole. Good. Okay. And Anatoly, number 6.
Number 6. I won the game by 2 points. The first one.
By. Exactly. Good. B-Y. By. Okay. Caesar, number 7.
7. Okay. I'd like to have cookies with my milk. That is the first.
Good. I would like 2. Perfect. Okay. Number 8, Sarah.
Billy won the race. The second one.
Exactly. W-O-N. He won the race. Good. Okay. Anatoly, number 9.
Please make sure to wear a jacket outside. The first.
Where? Exactly. Good. Okay. Caesar, could you do number 10?
My favorite story is the tortoise. I cannot read.
The tortoise?
The tortoise
Easier?
and the hare. That is the second one.
Exactly, the hare. That's the one that means rabbit, right, or bunny, right? It's a kind of animal. Good. Okay, perfect. Good job, you guys. You got them all right.